Star Reporter, I am your host. Star Sunday, late night edition, premium Black News. Oh, I had to get this one in, kids. Before I get to the title, Kendrick Lamar drops Not Like Us music video, which, by the way, is brilliant. I want to make reference to the showrunner, Lil Durk's son, allegedly shot the stepfather. When you call in, please don't make reference to the minor's age. But let's keep it real. Did the little nigga stand on business? I just watched a video with the stepfather in the hospital. The nigga's all stapled up talking about he still loves his stepson. Yeah, okay. All right, let's get down to business. Kendrick Lamar drops Not Like Us music video. I have to say, brilliant. Brilliant. I don't know Kendrick Lamar's full body of work like you guys do, nor do I know Drake's full body. But I like Drake's vibe more so. Kendrick Lamar caught me off guard. I didn't think he had it in him because after he released the first two, diss tracks, I was like, but then he came with the banger. Now, is this the nail in Drake's coffin? Hey, whoa. This could be a pivotal moment for Drake's career. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. And to my knowledge, Drake has been rather quiet. I saw him celebrating Canada Day or something like that. And, he's got his fingernails painted like a female. And he looks like he's developing jaws. Do you guys know what jaws are? Jaws. I don't know. He looks like he's out of shape. I don't know. But let's focus on Kendrick Lamar's video released on the 4th of July. Okay. Again, brilliant. And please educate me on some of the nuances, some of the things that, most people didn't catch. We don't know, Oh, I love the part where he was dancing on the hopscotch board, huh? A minor. Oh, shit. That was a headshot. And then he said it's the real nigga challenge and other things. And the reason why also, there's a lot of things here I want us to possibly do a deep dive on. One of the things that I found to be really just, aside from brilliant, very smart of Kendrick, he brought out his wife and the kids. Woo! They're dancing in the living room, huh? That was something else. Because a lot of guys talk that hot shit, but they got 250-pound wives, talking all that rah shit up on social media and in music about dating chinky eye bitches with the Brazilian hair, yada yada yada. But in reality, you got a big booger bear at home, size 24 dress, and the bitch is belching every morning. Kendrick brought out his wife and kids. Now, Drake did make reference to his wife in one of his diss tracks. I forget which one. Called her by name, Whitney. That was rather surprising because when Pusha T brought Drake's son in their battle, that was the reason why Drake supposedly didn't want to continue on. Yes, no, good evening, troll babies. Yes, no, help me out here, okay? But we are going to talk about this video that is also going along with the song. Is this now the nail in Drake's coffin? And let me just say this, one more thing about the video, and then I'll let you guys chime in. The chorus, they not like us. Black people love to celebrate ignorance. Not saying that the slums, the ghetto is all ignorance, but a lot of people like to try and attach themselves to the hood. Don't make me get ghetto, right? Don't make me get ghetto. So when you put out a chorus like that, they not like us. Every wannabe and every person who is, of a not necessarily eating high up off the hog, they can relate to that chorus. They not like us. They not like us. It's fucking brilliant, in my opinion. If you feel different, call in. Let's hear your commentary, okay? Now, let me get back to Lil Durk's son. Lil Durk, you know him, out of Chirac, huh? I'm just going to say it one time and then let's not harp on it. His 10-year-old son. I watched the video as you guys did, and I saw it. Well, there's two videos. I watched the first video with some type of scuffle, not necessarily a brawl. You know, a lot of black couples love to show out in the street and screaming, and then they have makeup sex. That's that real hood shit. You know, I don't believe in makeup sex, but I saw what I believed was the stepfather of the little nigga who possibly still on business, grabbing the arm of Lil Durk's baby mama. This is premium black news. Just bear with me. Now, somehow they wound up in the street, right? Wound up in the street, and then the little nigga, you know, he lets off. Oh, he crashed out. He crashed out. Well, some people talk it, some people walk it. Now, I'm not making light of the situation, but I have to ask you, did the little nigga step on business before I stand on business? Did the little nigga stand on business before I go any further? Troll babies, good evening, one more time. You know, little nigga probably, you know, said, hey, you know, yeah, man, you buy me shit, you take me places. And yes, she's a nappy head loser, but she gave birth to me. Pow! Could have been that simple. Now, I watched another video, as many of you may or may not have watched, of the stepfather in the hospital. Why is this nigga now going for the clout? Why is he filming himself showing the staples? He said he got shot. Oh, this time was worse than the last time. Right? Okay, so he got shot before. Why did he get shot before? Is this nigga a mark? Is he a buster? Huh? Is he a repeat offender? Did he put hands on somebody else's moms? And that little nigga, or whoever, didn't crash out, but he just, you know, he fucked around and met the right one. I'm just asking, I don't know. But again, they were in the street, some type of, you know, hyper intense discussion. Not even an argument, because I didn't see, you know, punches being thrown. Then I saw some little nigga, pow. That's what we're discussing tonight, all right? All right, guys, a little bit later, I want to ask you a question. Is Terrence Howard, the actor, is he crazy? I'm not saying he's crazy. I'm asking you. I'm only 80% done with my research. He came on the Star and Buck Wild show in 2005. Good guy. I have the video of that interview, high definition. I own all my videos, audio, all that shit. I own it. He signed a release, so at some point it will come out, documentary or whatever. Good guy, but we didn't talk about physics. You guys at the speed on Terrence Howard. He's been making the rounds and talking about some things that have a lot of people in their feelings with regards to physics. I'm asking you now, is he crazy? All right. All right. Area code 770. Sit tight. I see you. Luna Glider, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Black Lion, got your donation. Let me go to Cash App early. I want to thank you folks for supporting the machine. Pardon me. Damien, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in, sir. Jamal, peace. Hopscotch is a game that is played by young girls. Duh. That's why I said it was fire that Kendrick is dancing on the hopscotch, board or whatever, you know. Oh my goodness. The DoorDashian, I got your donation. Bad baby, yes sir, yes sir. Now here's the thing. This is not my topic. Bad baby, I saw she took a picture of herself. Somebody allegedly closed her eye, and then she deleted that. Yes, is she now claiming she's a victim of domestic violence? She's 21 years of age now. What is her name? Danielle Bergoli or some shit like that. I mean, not to make fun of her situation, but you know, she wanted to be a nigga, and now she's been baptized, you know, in the world of nigger shit. Thank you for your donation. Okay, and then Blade says, yep, Drake is starting to get that. Ooh, okay, he's talking crazy. Thank you so much, Blade. Let's get to the phone lines, guys. Testing. Yes, sir. Good evening. Can you hear me? Good evening.
I can hear you, sir.
How are you, man? It's cracking.
Doing well. Just wanted to comment on the Kendrick Lamar video.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I thought it was brilliant. I thought that he's a very calculated dude. I don't think Drake knew what he was stepping into when he, entered this battle, because clearly that man is thinking 10 steps ahead.
Are you just saying brilliant because I said that, sir? I want your opinion. Don't.
No, sir. No, sir. I'm a fan of hip hop. I'm 46 years old, so I've been through a few battles, and we ain't seen a battle like this since like Ether. You know what I mean? Like, even after Jay-Z dropped those few tracks after Ether, everybody was like, "You already lost, bro. Ether." So, Not Like Us is the new Ether. No matter what Drake drops after this, it's not gonna, you know what I'm saying? There's too many bombshells, too many quadruple, quintuple entendres in the video and the song. And
right.
It's like that's the only thing I listen to nowadays. You can dissect all of those diss records like even further.
Can I jump in and say this? I think this is Ether 2.0. This now comes with a video. Did Nas ever release a video for Ether?
Right. A video with even more disses, sneak disses, whatever you want to call them. It's like the nail in the coffin, the pop-out concert. I don't know, but I will say this. It will be interesting to see what Drake does next.
No, sir. Hang on. I think he needs to take a vacation, take some time off, because I also just found out, correct me if I'm wrong, that someone else wrote the hook for Best I Ever Had. That was my jam back in the days. You have to speed on that?
Right. Most Drake songs, like most Beyonce songs, are ghostwritten. But I can't say this. I feel like Drake should just go back to being an actor, because that's all he's been ever. I think he can go back to just being like, "Oh, I'm a regular actor now, like I used to be," and people will accept him. Like, "Oh, remember when he used to rap?" Yeah. I don't think he should continue to try to be this rap persona that he's taken on. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I think he should just go back to being an actor. It's easy.
Sir, you just said it would be interesting to see what Drake comes with next, and now you're saying he should go back to being an actor. You're confusing me, sir.
Right. What I mean is it's interesting to see what his next move will be. Will he try to diss, or will he just be like, "Oh, well, I'm really just an actor, and, it was fun while it lasted. Now I guess it's over."
Are you from the hood, sir? Are you from the hood?
Yes, I am actually from the hood. Okay. I'm a boy from the hood.
Okay. So the chorus, "They Not Like Us," did you connect to that chorus? I mean, I know hood niggas say, yo, yeah, they ain't like us. It was like a bonding worldwide of hood niggas. Yes, no?
Yes and no. I feel like Kendrick meant it more in actual. Most people that are successful in hip hop actually came from the struggle, whereas Drake did not come from the struggle, so he's not like us. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He's not really from the hood. I mean, his father's from Memphis, and Memphis is a grimy town, but he's not from Memphis. The area he grew up in is a really nice neighborhood. So for me, I think he should have stuck to Lil Wayne's advice: is just be Canadian.
No, right.
Just do what.
If I can just give you a little pushback on what you just said. No, sir. Most people how'd you phrase that? Something about hip hop. What'd you say? The biggest artist?
Well, okay. I'll say it like this.
No, sir. Don't change what you said. I'm just asking you.
I'm not changing what I said. I'm just saying.
What you saying?
The guys who he's talking about in the song, so far as you white Quavo, he told you was from North Side, 21, let you think he was.
No.
All of those people, they really from the hood.
Sir. I was just asking you how you phrased it. You said most people. I said most people that are successful in rap are from the hood, or really from the hood. Really, that's false. That's false.
Who's at the top that's not been through the struggle right now besides Drake?
Most of your Queens rappers grew up in middle class, working class families. Public. Hang on, sir. Public Enemy is from Long Island. Okay. EPMD, Rakim, Long Island. Salt and Pepper, Queens. LL Cool J, Run DMC, Queens. The list goes on and on.
Well, I'm from California. Yeah. I'm from South Central Los Angeles. So most of the rappers who I idolized growing up, besides probably Ice Cube, really came from the hood.
Okay. I
really was in the hood.
Okay.
I mean, just a little background, Star.
Well, sir, I got to take other calls. I appreciate you, man. I gave you the last word. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Star.
Yes,
appreciate you for your time, man.
Yes,
Have a good show.
Thank you so much. They not like us. They not like us. This is a monumental song, and the video was just icing on the cake. I have to give it up. This is the objective perspective. I was pulling for Drake. You know this. He jumped the gun. He shot his load. Troll babies, is Drake coming with a clap back? I doubt it. If he's smart, he'll leave it alone. If he's smart, leave it alone. Grin, I got your donation. Grin Style, salute Star, Fort Apache tapping in. Sir, do you still live in Fort Apache, the Bronx? Do they still even call it that? Whew, that was some 80s shit, my nigga. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Elaine, hi Elaine. Wow, I haven't heard from you in a while. Good to see you. She sent me a nice picture. Okay. Thank you for tapping in, baby. I appreciate you as always, okay? Let me go to area code 718. Good evening. We're talking about the Kendrick Lamar video that just dropped, Not Like Us. Are you up to speed? 718? Yes, no, maybe? 718. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Good night. Okay, folks, please don't call me on a speakerphone. You're bagging up work. You know, sheesh. Area code 915. Good evening. Are you there? 915. Testing.
Man, I just wanted to let it be known that Kendrick Lamar video sucks. It's overhyped. That video sucks.
Let's go.
I ain't gonna lie.
Come on.
Like I don't get it. It's kind of weird. Like it don't make no sense. I think it could have been done way better than that if it's a diss song. Right. Like it was about 20,000 black folks jumping around talking about they not like us. Right. With some Mexicans in there too. I've seen it. It was definitely some Mexicans.
Yes, sir. Nigga shit. Sir. Nigga shit. Nigga shit.
I mean, I ain't want to say it. I'm gonna let you say it since it's your platform. But that's exactly what was going on. And at the end of the video, it got even more weirder when he put the owl in the cage. I said to myself, like, now what is that supposed to symbolize? Because that's kind of
creepy. That was a triple entendre. Now, hang on a second. Did you see him hitting the owl, the OVO pinata with the stick? Huh?
Yeah, I definitely peeped all of that out. That was cool, but, you know, the weird dancing and him hopscotching down the little lane, that was kind of weird to me. I said, what is this? What is this? Like, for real. Like, his family appearance, that was a cool little thing, I guess. I was wondering if that was his lady and kids.
Sir, that's his wife and kids dancing in unison. How many niggas do you know who bring out wifey and the kids? Huh?
I mean, I would think he had to after that dude made very strong allegations about his child possibly being his homeboys. Like, I thought that shit was kind of weird.
Okay.
Like, if that's a true statement, like, how is it even possible? Like, I don't know. Drake was saying some crazy stuff, man, honestly. But overall, Kendrick did smash, you know, when it comes to the music. He definitely did his thing. You know, Drake didn't even have a chance. And I thought it was going to be a good little back and forth. But after about the third song in, I was like, oh, man, this dude Kendrick is all over dude. Like, stank on doo-doo. Cool.
Well, now, let me ask you a question. Stay with me. I can appreciate a different opinion on this. You said the video was trash. I respect what you're saying. Were you pulling for Drake at one point? Keep it real. I was.
Negative. So as soon as I heard that they was going at it with each other, and I got to listening to Kendrick, because I actually like Kendrick Lamar music.
Okay.
Yeah, I already knew it was over with for him. Kendrick got them bars for real. He be really talking that good stuff in his music if people listen to it. To be honest with you, like listen to the words he actually be saying. He be talking that good stuff.
Okay.
He got that music that'll put you in a good mood. I put it that way.
Hey, man, I salute him, man, because the video to me is monumental. And there's so many other different things that I'm sure I don't know about with regards to the lyrics and the visuals. And that's what I'm trying to get educated on this evening. Can I ask you one question before you go, sir? You sound like a real nigga. Is Terrence Howard Crazy. Have you been following what's going on with him on the Joe Rogan podcast? And he was at Oxford and all other sorts of shit over the last couple of years.
I did watch that Joe Rogan interview with him. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if he's crazy or not, but if he's really that smart, you know, kudos to him. You know what I mean? Like, who would have thought that a dude that played a broke down pimp and hustle and flow with a white chick as his worker is actually a brilliant, intelligent person with like, you know, real cutting edge technology.
Okay. So, I appreciate the call, sir. Thank you for tapping in. Salute.
Oh, yeah, one more thing before I dip. Yes, hey, y'all fellas out there dating them women with them kids, man, y'all better be careful because they little boys up in straps, man. They shooting now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Little nigga stood on business. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Peace.
So, babies, I don't want to sound crazy. Did the little nigga stand on business? Well, what happened? All I saw was he was grabbing what appeared to be the minor's mother's arm. Hold on, fam, or whatever whatever you call them, stepdad. I'm cut from a different cloth. I know you got me the PS5, you got me the latest Jordans, but I'm cut from a different cloth. You know, no, man, you can't do that. Pow! Let me look in live chat right quick. That's mom's, man. You know, I know she ain't shit. I know she got a loud mouth, but you know, you laying up with her, you know, you busting off inside the coochie. Oh, were they married or are they married? Oh my goodness. This nigga's now in the hospital with a shit bag. Kill, I got your email. Thank you, dear. Oh, I need to print this out. Hold on a second, guys. For some random reason, I want to print out the price of every hot dog at every ballpark, Major League Baseball. Let me print that out. Whew. Okay. Hold on a second, guys. Area code 248. Good evening. Sunday night, we're discussing the Kendrick Lamar new video, Not Like Us. Are you up to speed? 248. I'll give you a second to pick up. Please do not kill the vibe. Let me print this out here a second. Okay, got to get you up out of here. You're doing too much. Spring area code 317. Good evening. 317, are you there? Are you ready? On a
what's good, sir?
Yes, sir. How are you? Sir?
I'm doing well. Yourself?
Sir, I'm 60. I'm still laying down with low mileage pussy. Life is great, my nigga. What can I say?
I feel that. Come on. No, I was following him, man. The caller that just called in, he was real, man. Like I get this. I kind of understand the clowns in LA. I know it's like a little movement or whatever, but it was a weird video, man. I didn't like I said, I didn't really get it. I thought he just should have went from club to club playing the record and let everybody know, let it rock, let the crowd do their thing, but. I don't know. It was weird. I mean, like you said, it was long overdue. Because, like I said, he was killed before the video came out.
Can I ask where you're calling from, sir? Sir, where you from?
Indianapolis.
Okay. Kendrick shot a lot of that video in Compton, my nigga. He took it back to the hood. Hang on. Most niggas can't go back to the hood where they come from. He took it back to the hood. When you saw all those people saying, they not like us, he solidified his hood card. And he lives in Bel Air, California, and he's got an apartment in New York City. He took it back to the hood, my nigga. I got to give him that. That was some G shit. Come on. He did that.
He did do that. There's no doubt about that. But I don't get all the, it was more like a celebration in a way than it was like homie said, instead of a diss record, it was more of a celebration that, you know what I mean, we won. The West won, basically, is what it felt like.
Yes. Niggas celebrate. Sir, niggas are winning against black people. Niggas are winning. Come on. Come on.
It's been that way for a while now, I feel like. It's been that way for a minute now.
Oh yeah.
But I ain't seen the video that you was talking about, some kids shooting the stepdaddy. Where was that at? What city is that in?
Okay, well, now hang on a second. Even if you haven't seen the video, Lil Durk, out of Chirac, you know his resume. I'm not gonna waste time on him. One of his children, a 10-year-old, the video's up on World Star and other platforms. The stepfather is having some type of intense discussion with his mother. You can see him. He's got the mother's arm. They're out in the street, on that nigga shit. And at some point, the little nigga, he made a choice. That's my mom's. That's mom's. Pow!
He pulled it out of his own pocket?
No, he took the gun from the stepfather. It was the stepfather's gun.
Oh, wow.
He had the gun in his waist. Now, for what I could gather, when he was in the hospital with the staples all up from his esophagus down to his navel, he said he had the gun for protection, and he was shot before. So maybe he was some type of a buster, snitch. I don't know. But either way, the little nigga supposedly took the gun out of his waist and clapped it with his own gun.
That's wild. I gotta watch. I'm mobile right now, but I gotta watch that when I sit still. That's crazy.
Well, now even if you haven't seen it, so are you a real nigga? You a real nigga?
Once upon a time.
Okay. If you there and a nigga's putting hands on your mom, say he ain't your father, what you gonna do, man? What you gonna do?
I mean, he got to get some sort of punishment. Like I said, especially at that age, you from Chicago, I'm sure everybody knows to grab the gun at that point, at that age. So, I mean, it is what it is.
I don't know where the mother and the son are from. I don't even know where this took place. I'm just going off the video. But if you're there, and you're 10 years old, and some niggas putting hands on your mom, he ain't your father. Hey, would you stand on?
Yeah, it's like we've seen that before, but usually the gun ain't involved. We've seen the little nigga try to get off my mommy and then get thrown across the fucking room.
Right.
Excuse my language, across the room. We've seen that, but like you said, when with the thing on his waist, that's what he gonna grab because he don't want to get thrown across the room if he ain't done it already.
Yeah. I appreciate.
But no, man.
Yes, sir.
No doubt. I'll keep on your show. Love it. And that's all. Big fan. That's all.
Thank you, sir. Salute. Thank you. Yeah. Folks, I'm not condoning violence, but we have to be objective here, Did the little nigga, did he stand up, in that time of need? Nigga, you walk around here and knock off fucking Jordans. You're driving an old ass truck telling me all I got to do is work hard and I can be anything I want to be. And now you're going to, you're going to put your hands on moms, nigga? Huh? Hang on, guys. I have to promote my sponsors. And I also want to talk about my Squirrel Party channel. Hold on a second. Stacy Glore, I'm going to promote you. The Jace Perspective. Let me get Jace's banner lined up, guys. Brand new video from Jace in my community section. Okay. Luxury Optic Design. I'm going to promote you as well this evening. Okay. All right. Squirrel Party. I am challenging some of you to go to my new YouTube channel, Squirrel Party, and leave a comment without using profanity in the word nigga. If you can do that, send me a screenshot. I'll give you 2 weeks free promotion in my community section. You send me a banner, and I'll promote your platform, your videos, whatever you do. Send me a screenshot. Squirrel Party. I uploaded a new video this morning. Oh, and I've got a squirrel caller now. Listen to this. I can't show you because I'm not trying to put you up on too much game for free. Did you hear that? So I now, when I put down the walnuts, pecans, Brazilian nuts, and the jumbo roasted nuts, I call them. And within less than 5 minutes, you can see them coming out of the trees. And the sounds of the birds and the insects, it's fucking beautiful. Thank you to those of you who have been leaving comments and saying that you just you let the video play and you listen to the background and it's very soothing. Thank you. That means a lot to me. But Squirrel Party, I'm challenging you to go leave a message that does not have profanity or the word nigga. I had to say that, all right? Lenny, I got your donation. Thank you, sir. Good to hear from you, man. It's been a while. Lenny, okay? Baha, I got your donation. Salute. Got to call back in on Terrence and Dirk, okay? I like Terrence Howard. Good guy. We had a good discussion, man, and that was right around the Hustle and Flow era, the movie, you know? Big Elvis, where are you, sir? Hold on a second. Big Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg. Okay, this is the man who has the premium Black News channel. Yes, Big Elvis, the Chef.
Big Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg, I am here, star. Premium Black News, I am here, star.
Yes, sir.
Ride and Drive, I am here, star. Okay. The Gout Report, I am here, star.
Where do you want to start? Where do you want to start? Let's go. Where do you want to start?
Oh, I got all three, even up to Terrence Howard, but I saw the video with the young man in the pink chasing after this man, premeditating the shot that almost killed him. This boy is a menace. I don't think he stood on business. I think he stood on emotion, and I don't think this is the kind of child that needs to be given a pass because this woman made this choice to choose this man who says things like worser. This man who refers to this was light. This is last time was even. This is worse than last time getting shot. Right. So this man is a problem. He should be. This young man need to get away from his mother because look where he's going to be. And I don't have any sympathy for him. Okay. He had so much opportunity. Okay. Not to do what he did, and he still did it. He didn't stand on business. He stood on emotion, and I'm so sick of these emotional excuse my language, these emotional kids, man. They need to have some real guidance because they're out of control. And it's just sad, man. It's just sad because I got a 13-year-old boy out there. Okay. He's been in his 11th fight out there in Brooklyn, and he's no joke. You know, my son got a lot of skills, but it's just always. And it's the adults that promote this violence. Yeah, they're the ones keeping these weapons in reach of these children. You know, they're the ones not having arguments on the Twitter fingers and on the comment section, acting like they're ready to take someone's life, and they're doing it and saying it in front of these children.
Can I jump in, Big Elvis, the Chef? Can I jump in?
I insist, come on.
I am more concerned with Caucasian incels than a random black shooter. You know, if you ask me, the little nigga had no choice, man. You're putting hands on moms. Am I supposed to stand here? Are you testing my gangster? What am I supposed to do? Yes, I'm emotional. I'm 10, my nigga. I can't tussle with you. Yes, she got a big mouth. Yes, she walks around in the mornings with a scarf on her fucking head. But you laying down with a nigga. You playing daddy. You putting hands on her in front of me. I'm confused. You know, I don't know whether this is a PS5 scenario or what. Pow! The little nigga crashed out. Go ahead.
Oh, he definitely crashed out. He didn't think in any way, shape, or form. And then he endangered the woman that was trying to stop him. You know, he could have shot her. Yeah. The way she was like trying to take the gun from this young man. Yeah. It's horrible. It's horrible. I mean,
shoulda, coulda, woulda, but he shot. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but he shot the nigga who had his hands on mama. Shot that nigga.
Right.
Come on.
Who keeps a boy in all pink?
Whatever.
Oh, I'm sick of it.
Elvis, all these little, well, not all, a lot of these little niggas today are wearing Crocs, bonnets. They're wearing pink. My Killer Cam started that pink wave. Let's not act like these little niggas, you know, just came up with that shit by themselves. Okay, so now have you done a video on your channel, Premium Black News, about this topic yet, sir?
No, not yet. I'm still working it out with the scheduling with my co-host for the Premium Black News, but I have done the Got Report and I have done the Ride and Talk.
Okay.
The Got Report yesterday, I had over 250 people in my live.
Nice.
So that was pretty good. I was shocked. Never happened like that before. So that was great.
Okay. If we can shift,
the algorithm.
If we can shift gears for a second, is Terrence Howard crazy? Now, I'm saying no, he's not crazy, but I don't know the full extent of what it is that he is bringing forth. I know that he has a bunch of patents. Salute to Joe Rogan. I'm not really a Joe Rogan watcher, not because of anything other than I've got my own show to worry about and focus on. But I watched an hour and a half of Terrence Howard on the Joe Rogan show. Salute to Joe Rogan. He stepped back, all the way back, and let Terrence Howard quarterback. This was like a month ago, right? And it was almost like we were watching the Terrence Howard experience, and Joe Rogan was the guest. Now, he spoke about his patents and other things that he has, formulated and created by way of physics. You up to speed?
I'm totally up to speed. I saw the first episode, and I just saw the second one where he's with this mathematic. Triple PhD guy, and they went back and forth. And I also listened to minimum of at least 10 hours of the Terrence Howard situation and what's going on. I'm well up to speed. Terrence Howard is a genius. He's self-taught. He has a lot more to do. He does too much teaching instead of being open to learning, but that's because he's kind of figured out the multiverse, so to speak. He's figured out a new way for us to look at our existence and everything we've been told through mathematics. He's starting to raise eyebrows, and the help of Joe Rogan has really pushed him forward with this idea that
he's actually doing Joe Rogan a favor here. Let's not act like Joe Rogan is giving Terrence Howard some great fucking platform. With all due respect, Joe Rogan is hang on, because people have this really twisted. Joe Rogan is a comedian. He's a great host for the MMA, but he's not an intellectual. Terrence Howard knows physics. He knows physics. Did you see him at Oxford?
I did. That's the first thing I saw of him was the Oxford thing, where it was about the flower of life. And I agree with you with the Joe Rogan thing, and I understand I understand the point you're making. And I'm just saying that Terrence Howard has all, you see, what a lot of people don't know is that actors, in between gigs, they have a lot of downtime. And he chose to study physics, and he chose to really not only study physics, he studied the naysayers. He studied all these people, and he's freaking brilliant. And I'm riding with Terrence Howard all the way so far. I don't look at him as a fraud in any way. I don't see him. He says he remembers his birth. Yeah. No one has ever said that before. Yeah. So
now he's got some haters. Hang on a sec. He's got some haters because if you look at the comments at his Oxford appearance, they were trying to discredit and destroy him. But now they did the same thing for Galileo and others throughout history. Anybody who is not traditionally trained or schooled, if you will, they try to discredit them, right?
Of course. Yeah. Of course.
Let me say salute to Eric Weinstein. Salute to Eric Weinstein, who came on the Joe Rogan Experience 6 days ago, episode 2171. He was he was respectful because he clearly saw that Terrence Howard, although he is not trained by way of college and so on and so forth, he tapped in and created something that even Eric Weinstein had to acknowledge as fucking brilliant. Go ahead and finish up.
Brilliant. Right. Yeah, and those things that he's pulling out of the 3D printer, these design elements that he keeps on being able to make larger and larger are things that are going to be probably auction off, and it's just a brilliant, amazing mind we have here. And I'm proud to be in this time in our lives where we can get to see this kind of stuff. And he's ADOS, so that makes it even better.
Okay. Do you want to touch on Kendrick Lamar's new video or no?
Oh, yeah. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was great because there was only 2 light-skinned people in the whole video. I've never seen that before.
That was a bunch of Chicanos. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, they you couldn't tell, because let me tell you, that video there was the most blackest video I've seen in a long time. It made me feel like I was on 125th Street in 1996.
Right.
That's what it felt like, standing over there by the 125th Street Mark, across from the Apollo. It felt real black, real strong, and they not like us. And that was real fire.
Okay.
I enjoyed that thoroughly.
Okay. Elvis, good to talk to you, man. Keep me posted when you post a new video, and send me your updated banner, please. All right.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Big Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg, tapping in. Guys, on the screen, www.luxuryopticdesign.com. Please go there. Tell them I sent you. You will get a consultation with regards to high end, if you will, frames, contacts, and they will handle your prescription, everything. www.luxuryopticdesign.com. Please tell them I sent you, okay? Okay, the Dordashian store. I'm blocks away from the Watts Rebellion. Oh, okay. Okay, thank you for acknowledging, that I spoke about that a while back. Home of the Watts riot, as they used to call it, but more so a rebellion. 1965, Marquette Fry. Thank you for your donation, okay? Barrington got your donation, 60 years old, ? No way, you damn vampire. Well, sir, if you ask me, I'm 300 years and change. I'm not going to give you my exact age, but I think I've been here before, and as far as my body, I'm not saying I look young. I can't stand when people say, "Oh, I don't look my age." A lot of you niggas do look your age, and a lot of you women, you do look your age. I don't feel my age, but thank you for the donation, Barrington. Okay. Wow, Blade, are you serious, man? Blade, who has such an issue with the small hats. Listen to what Blade said, troll babies. Terrence Howard is about the last person I would listen to about the topic of physics. Nigga was probably just high. Wow. Oh, Blade. Blade, have you listened to him? Listen to him talk, man. He's got some real haters in the world of physics. Darian, I got your donations. So hold on a second. Are you on the line? Area code 513. Hold on. Let me get you in the queue there. Darian, are you there? Good evening. 513. It's late night.
Good evening, Star. How's the volume?
Good, sir. Glad that you've tapped in. What do you want to start on a Sunday late night edition?
I want to start with that Kendrick Lamar beautiful video that he did.
Please.
I feel like for people who are looking at it on the surface level, you're not going to get it. You're not going to understand. There's a lot of intricate, very detailed things in there that only Mr. Aubrey Graham is supposed to get or understand. That's going to hit him in the place that it hurts the most when you're being inauthentic.
Okay.
And this goes a long extension along with what he tried to do with Brother Pusha T. I am from Virginia. I'm not from the 757, but I'm from the 804.
Okay.
And I try my best to be as unbiased as possible. But when I see somebody perpetrating and things that they try to do to impress other people or to look cool or to try and chase acceptance from other people, right, versus just being yourself and letting people accept you for who you are.
Right.
It kind of gives me the high school vibes of people trying to always impress people or try to hang around a certain group or a clique of people. let alone after you graduate high school, these people, I'm going to try my best not to curse. I'm going to respect the platform. When you go through high school and you see these type of people, and then you go on further in life, you know, when you're getting supported from your parents, you end up getting the newest Jordans, the newest outfits when they come out. But when you out here on your own and you got to work to go get it, you know what I'm saying? Those people aren't around you no more because you're not providing for them in some type of way, or you're not living up to the standard of how they live their life. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And if you would just take yourself outside the box and just be yourself, the right people will come around. The right people will accept you for who you are, and you being authentic to yourself versus trying to impress people. The tangible things are not going to last more or longer than the intangibles.
Okay. That sounds great, but now it takes a certain amount of time, education, and you have to achieve wisdom before you can get to that point. Yes?
I will definitely agree with you on that.
Yeah. You sound like a very knowledgeable man, and I appreciate what you've said. But now, what about the younger generation who they don't have wisdom at this point, and they're looking at things at face value and on the surface, if you will? What about them? Aren't they the ones who steer the course of where we are now in society? Realistically.
I will give you some credence to that, and it's kind of messed up a little bit that some people don't try to seek knowledge on their own or look to educate themselves.
Right.
When you have the world in your palm at this point, at this day and time, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was born in '84, so we grew up with the internet progressing at times.
Right. And
most of the time, I would have to when I wanted to learn something, I had to look in the dictionary to figure out other synonyms and antonyms for words and stuff like that. And these guys got it at the reach of their fingertips, and sometimes they just not using the device to its fullest potential to educate themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sound off.
That's a whole fact. Yeah, they have it at their fingertips. You're absolutely right, and they don't utilize it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not trying to sound condescending or pretentious or anything, or like I'm the know-all, be-all, everything. But it's just like when you have these tools that are very accessible to you, you can do the investigation yourself. Like I be on Facebook, man, and I see people be like, hey, like today I seen somebody say, hey, what's a good smelling cologne for guys? You can go on YouTube. There are people who are in the fragrance department giving you the top 10 fragrances for 2024 or what's going to come out within the next 6 months to the end of the year. Mm-hmm. You don't have to ask people for this. You can look because there are people who are studying these things or are very knowledgeable, and you can get the information for yourself versus asking people. Because if you ask me, most women that I'm around, they don't want the next guy smelling like their guy or their woman smelling like the next woman.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So everybody likes certain things to fit their criteria of what they like for their significant other or the person that they're interested in. So you're asking a whole bunch of people for what their favorite fragrance is. And some people, they like the, I forgot the term, to basically like keep it to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you a couple, but I'm not giving you my number one. You know what I'm saying? So like to your point, it's a lot of people that are younger, and I hate to put it this way, man, but I'm not the most biblically inclined, but I really feel like it's a lot of people on this planet who are just to be sacrificial lambs.
Yeah.
Some people are just put here to be examples of who not to be, what not to do, how not to turn out until they want better for themselves.
They're called the 85%, sir, the deaf, the dumb, and the blind. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, it's like when you get somebody who's always in your face, superstardom, like an Aubrey, because I refuse. I try to be unbiased, but I don't like the guy. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. So when you have somebody like that continuously perpetuating a lifestyle or trying to make it look as if they are cool enough to hang around, quote unquote, the drug dealers, the people who are really out here moving and shaking and stuff. Sir, you have money, access, and power to be around these people. Yeah. If you take a couple of those things away, then people wouldn't want you around. You're not cool to them. Yeah. You're cool to them because you have the money to access the same places that they are, the same venues that they're at, the same sections that they're in. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You have the money, the notoriety to put you in those places. So it's cool. Yeah, Rick Ross will throw the arm on you because you around. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna sit here and act like he's not talented at all.
If I can jump in for a second,
like he doesn't.
Let me just jump out. I'll let you finish up. You know what else I really? Well, of course we heard the song, but what I really appreciated about Kendrick's video, Not Like Us, when he broke down Drake in Atlanta, and then he said, what did he say about 2 Chainz said you were good, but he lied, and he went through Future. He went through all these guys, Baby. That was hard, man. That was a kill shot, a fucking kill shot.
Yeah, because if you're not looking at it on the surface level, he's telling you how he got in good with everybody, and what he absorbed or took from everybody that he was trying to make his constituents, if you will, or the people that he surrounded himself around. So it's like, if you're looking at it on the surface level, if you've never seen somebody try so hard to fit in with people, then you're not going to get it. I've seen this person in high school. It ain't just because this guy's famous he's doing it. This person is everywhere, in every country, in every state, whereas people who try so hard to fit in or be chasing validation from other people instead of just accepting who you are, accepting your background, accepting where you're from, and being authentic in that, and let people like you for who you are.
Sir, before you go, before you go, I've enjoyed your knowledge and your wisdom. How did you elevate yourself? You said you're from the 804 in Virginia, not to be confused with Newport News, right?
Correct. I love 757 though. Shout out, family.
No, never mind 757, sir.
I know we don't do shout outs. I'm sorry.
Hang on. Chesterfield, Hopewell, that's 804. That's a really it was
absolutely that is
a real grimy
about
place.
15 to 20 minutes from where I'm at.
How'd you make it out?
Hopewell, Dopewell.
How'd you make it out?
I'm gonna keep it 100. A lot of people give single moms a hard time. My mom is a retired staff sergeant from the Army.
Salute.
And man, let me tell you something. When you are a latchkey kid, my mom put a lot of stuff on me at a very early age where I sometimes I had to mature a lot earlier than other people. And me going into my 40s, man, I'm looking at a lot of people who are within my age range who are not mature in the ways that I am. And it's simply because they didn't have to grow up with some of the hardship or the lessons I was taught, because my mom is from Philadelphia, Germantown. And she done seen it all.
Okay.
She done seen people get shot. She done seen people pregnant in high school. And she didn't want that for me. So she joined the Army. She moved out of Philadelphia. I was conceived in California. And then she came down here and raised me in North Dinwiddie, Virginia.
Okay. I appreciate the knowledge, man. Thank you for your call. Salute. Thank you.
I appreciate you, Star.
Yes, sir. Okay. That man's tapping in from the 804. Sheesh. I never fucked around in Virginia. It's just you can disappear in a place like that. Guys, www.mekarabeauty.com. That's one of my sponsors. Where are you? I haven't spoke to you in a while. Do you have any new products, any new accessories? Mekarabeauty.com. They've got a unisex product, lipstick. Okay. Hey, Penelope. Oh, thank you. She's threatening my life. She's threatening my life as she does so often. Thank you, baby. Penelope, you had some fire pussy. I will say that. I would never out you, and expose you. But you had some fire pussy. It just wasn't meant to be for you and I. But thank you for your donation, darling. All right, Sir Shy, tapping and star. Have you ever met MC Globe Power? Well, I don't say who I have met, who I have and haven't met, unless it's a trending story. So I'm not trying to be incriminated in something. But thank you so much, Sir Shy. Thank you so much. Mike Williams got your donation. Star, you have become Willard of Squirrels. You're absolutely right, sir. And Janet may be onto something. Janet said the squirrels are lining me up. Did you guys remember that, troll babies? Weeks ago, Janet said my squirrels are lining me up. Now, for the last 3 weeks, I have a squirrel caller that I'm not going to show you guys. Can you hear this? I call them now after I put down the food and then I fill up the bird feeder. Oh man, I've got robins, I've got blue jays, and all sorts of different birds I've never even fucking seen before. These North Carolina woodpeckers that are fucking totally shit. And anyway, so I'm calling the squirrels, and I think you're right, Mike. I've become Willard. That's an old film from 1971. Willard, who started controlling the rats, and then the rats killed him. The reason I say that is because, you know, when I come out onto my back patio now, I live on the beach in the front yard, but when in the back, it's all screens. And last week, there was 2 squirrels. One was a black squirrel. You guys ever seen a black squirrel? The black squirrel is on the fucking screen, looking at me as if to say, yo, what's with the food, nigga? And I said, hey, get off of there. Get off of there. Anyway, I'm rambling. Pardon me. Thank you for your donation, Mike. But please, guys, go to my Squirrel Party channel. Leave a message. Okay. Grin, I got your donation. Grin Styles. I moved out of Fort Apaches. Okay. Yeah, of course you moved out, my nigga. What did you move out? Back in 86? He says, I moved out of Fort Apache store, but tattoo there. Okay, you're tatted up. Okay. You're a gang affiliated, my nigga. Thank you for your donation. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I'm not going to say your name. Send me a link to your platform. Send link. Hold on, guys. Let me get this caller ready here. Then I'll. Area code 347. Sit tight. You're up next. 347. Send link to a platform you want to promote. You see, I'm a man of my word. If you leave a nice comment on the Squirrel Party channel, I will promote you for 2 weeks. Here's Blade calling my squirrels, calling them names. Okay, thank you, Blade. Thank you. Okay. Good evening, 347. You there? Late night, Sunday, 347.
Yeah, I want to comment on the video.
Yes, sir. Can you turn that down in the background, please? Great. Sir, can you turn that down?
Okay.
Give him a second, guys. He's Puerto Rican. I can tell.
Sorry.
I'm confused.
Turn it down, sir.
Yeah. I'd like to comment on the video.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, great video. I think I caught all the references. But what amazed me the most about the video was the amount of people that came. If that wasn't computer generated or whatever, but
no, sir. Those were niggas from the hood. Niggas. They're outside. He said we outside.
Yeah. And it felt like community. It felt like really like community. It looked like half of California was out there.
Yeah, niggas. So, niggas outside.
Yeah. And the children were out there. It looked like they were having fun.
Yeah. Nigglets. Sir, nigglets. Those were nigglets. Go ahead.
And the owl at the end, I guess that was is that supposed to be Drake, the owl in the cage?
That's the OVO owl,
I guess.
Sir. That's the OVO owl.
Right. So I guess he got him caged up.
Yeah.
I really like the video though. I think it's going to be historical. I think it's going to stand the test of time, or it's going to be there for a long time. It's a classic.
I think it's monumental. Never mind classic. This is monumental. Tell me something I don't know, because I'm aware of Kendrick Lamar's track record, but I don't claim to know his whole body of work. Is there anything in that video or that song that was just like really deep and we don't know, those of us who are just, people who listen occasionally? Was there anything there that was like, whoa? And then with the video, he brought it to life.
What really impressed me is the amount of love that he got on the video. I could tell that the people actually love him, and whatever Drake was doing out there, I don't know. I guess it's like I think it's a little bit more than the battle. Okay. I think it's whatever's been happening, in Cali or LA. So I guess sounds like they're finished with him, Drake.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. My grandfather actually was, I'm not trying to brag or anything, was the late, great Miles Davis.
Okay.
So my son really got me into Kendrick.
Nice.
And by the way, I've been watching you for years. My ex put me on to you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Your grandfather was a Taurus. Man, he was a Taurus, yes, Miles Davis.
Gemini.
Was he? Okay.
May 26, 1926.
Okay, I stand corrected. Go ahead.
Yeah. But my son got me into Kendrick and everything. So at first I was like, but I started listening to the battle and listening to a couple of his songs. He's a true artist, I believe, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean the song, and the diss and the video. I mean, I think the video really just brought it to life. And is there any talk of Drake responding, or has he taken a second L? This is a second L after Pusha T, and now Kendrick. Is Drake responding? I don't know.
Well, I just think that like they used to say back in the day, don't mess with the quiet types. Okay. And they used to say that about myself, but he's really he's a quiet storm. I feel like Kendrick is a quiet storm and a true artist. And he let loose on him. And I think there was a caller that said before he was very calculated. It was very he knew exactly what he was doing. I think he's got more in the chamber.
Okay. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you tapping in. Anything with regards to Terrence Howard? Is he crazy? Have you been paying attention to what's going on with him over the years? He's got a lot of eyes on him with regards to physics. Any comments, Terrence Howard?
I think he's misunderstood. I think he's highly intelligent. From what I saw, the Joe Rogan interview, is that what you're referring to?
He's done a lot of interviews. Joe Rogan, and again, salute to Joe Rogan, because Joe stepped all the way back and just let him talk. And it was one of the few times where you could really just see Terrence Howard in his element. Physics is what he loves, clearly. And I'm not saying he's crazy. Let me just say, I'm not saying he's crazy, but he's getting a lot of hate. Mm-hmm. And if you ask me, I'm not finished with my research. It's because he has found a way in that traditionalist wouldn't necessarily explore. He's found a way in. He's gotten some patents, and he's kicking up some dust. But go ahead and finish up.
I agree. I wasn't too great in math. I did okay, but I think he's in order to understand physics, I think you have to be really studious, and I think I think he just had a lot to say. Maybe he hasn't been listened to. Maybe people didn't take him seriously, but maybe I don't think he's crazy or anything, but I think maybe because he's so highly intelligent and he's expressing himself the way that he's doing, people just look nowadays. Those people that are highly intelligent sometimes are looked at as weirdos.
Yes.
And you know, and the other guys are looked at as so brilliant.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Thank you for the call, man. Thank you for your support.
That's
Thank
my
you.
opinion.
Thank you.
Thank you, Star.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Salute.
Appreciate it.
Okay. All right. This is Miles Davis. What's his grandfather? Guys, side note. I don't know why I printed this out. The price of a hot dog at every ballpark. Hot dogs. Do you know who has the cheapest hot dog in the in Major League Baseball? The Blue Jays, $2.55. Do you know who has the most expensive hot dog? The Oakland A's, $8.39. A hot dog, Citi Field for the Mets, $7.19. The Yankees, $6.29. The Phillies, $4.99. The Royals, Kansas City Royals, $3.99. Anybody care about this? It struck me as odd that the Oakland A's, are they still the Oakland A's, or did they get sold? I forget. $8.39. Sheesh. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Big nigga, I see you. Listen, I guess you must be moving, shaking, and popping. You styling and profiling. I sent you a text message. You didn't even respond. Florida Boy Jay, what's going on, baby?
Hey, man, listen, man. I've been in and out of town. I just had to pull over in Daytona to call in. And last night, you can clearly see, if you want to go to my Instagram, you can clearly see, you know what I'm saying, niggas was outside last night, you know, doing their thing. But, you know, we on Real Nigga Time. Real Nigga Time 24/7. That's why we got to call in and speak on such real nigga topics today, you know?
Yeah.
We got to start off because we have, it seems like got about 3 topics. I want to address all 3. Where do you want to start?
Well, hang on. I have to. Let me just plug one of my sponsors first. www.youtube.com/@ on their next podcast. Please check them out. One of my topics for the boy Jay is Lil Durk's 10-year-old son allegedly shot the stepfather. Did you see? There's 2 videos out. One where, you know, the stepfather got shot. The second video is where he's in the hospital with staples all in his chest, talking about he still loves the nigga. And this is the second time he's been shot. It was his gun that supposedly, allegedly, the 10-year-old took the gun out of his waist. I'm asking the question, did the little nigga stand on business?
Absolutely. Remember, I sent the email of the video when I first seen it over because, you know, he stood on Real Nigga Time. Like, what we talking about? I'll run down my own pops if you try to hands my mama. So it's like, nigga, stepdad is out the question. Nigga, I run down on my own brother. Nigga, I run down on grandma. She run up on mama, dog. Like, what we talking about?
Right. Come on.
Nigga, a random nigga.
Right.
Getting bold? Nah, he gotta go. 10 years old to pull it from him. How you let the 10-year-old take your strap up and on you and got you in the hospital in the shit bag? My bad for the language, but you know, sound like a real nigga took out a whole ass nigga to me. And we gotta salute niggas every day. We gotta salute.
I can't condone violence. I'm just asking the question: did the little nigga stand on business? Yeah, she got a loud mouth. Yeah, she be doing too much. But you moved in with us. We didn't move in with you. You know, my mama helping you. You working. I don't know whether the nigga works 2 jobs. I don't know what the fuck he does. But, you know, somehow they got to tussling in the goddamn street. You saw the video?
I seen it. Listen, this is black excellence. This was a shining example of what you little niggas need to do when you got these soft, tender ass niggas dating your mama, getting hyped, trying to put hands and feet on her. Show that old nigga what time it is, man. Show that old nigga what time it is. If your mom not dumb enough to leave him, hey man, handle your business, though. I ain't promoting violence. I'm promoting standing up to foreign Negroes around you and your family because your mom has a lack of discernment and she puts you in awkward situations you have no business being in as a child. Yeah. That's not
that little nigga got the DNA of a gangbanger, a shooter.
Hey, listen, Lil Durk gets more street cred, and now this little nigga, he the hardest little nigga celebrity kid out here. I don't want to hear nothing about Adonis. I don't want to hear nothing about Jaden Smith. I don't want to hear nothing about none of these little niggas. This one, he's the one. I need a mixtape by the end of the year, man. Come on, let's get it.
Okay. Hey, man. My main topic. Kendrick Lamar drops "Not Like Us." I watched the video this morning. I absorbed it. I paid attention. I'm saying brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Listen, and I'm mad enough to admit I was rooting for Drake at first. I don't know why. I forgot that after Pusha T, got at Drake and brought in his son, Drake just waved the white flag, but yet and still Drake brings in Kendrick's wife, Whitney. I'm saying that was the in the video when Kendrick brought out his wife and kids dancing. That was magic, man. What say you? Fucking magic.
Yeah. First of all, I would like to say, I was telling niggas when the battle first started, I was Team Kendrick. Even when the Taylor Made freestyle came out, a couple callers came in, I was always going to bat, insulting Drake and his fan base. I'm calling Aubrey. Do I like Drake? I listen to his music, but like I said before, the video was awesome. One thing we got to understand is that we're so used to crappy camera angles, a crappy camera lens, homemade videos on an iPhone, niggas shooting videos in white tees and jumping around in the mansion with BBLs everywhere. We're not used to the actual curated videos with a plot, with like 3 different sets, you know what I'm saying? Bringing out community, it actually meaning something. Like, we don't have meaningful music videos anymore. So I understand why people's brains have turned to mush. And when you actually have a piece of art that's presented to you in form of a music video, it goes over your head. You can't understand it. Right. Even the fact that he had the owl in the cage was an ode to Maya Angelou, while the cage bird sings. You know what I'm saying? But niggas don't understand that. And all Drake does is sing, you know what I'm saying? He's in the cage. Niggas got to stop being so emotional because your boy crush lost the battle and actually find out what's being taught you, what's being provided to you by a guy like Kendrick Lamar. Even having Dave Free in the video, having him and his wife, a blood walking in the video.
Wasn't that DJ Mustard dancing with Kendrick? Yes, no?
Absolutely. Look like with a burger in his hand, like with a double cheeseburger in his hand. So,
yeah.
It's how we do it. And then when he had the outfit on, and it was an ode to the viral video when the guy was like, he's whack, his hair is whack, his style is whack, his clothes is whack. Kendrick had on that outfit while he was doing a hopscotch. And if you watch, when he do the hopscotch, he skipped over the 6 when he did the A minor part. You know what I'm saying? And then even when he was doing the part he was doing the push-ups, and like he
did 50. He did 50. Did you count him?
Yeah, he like when Drake told him to drop and give him 50. Like, I'm doing it, but I'm doing it like I'm in the jail. So like that's where you're about to be. Like how he put him in the cell at the end. Niggas don't understand the crates when they were talking about the crates. That's an ode to basically trafficking. You know what I'm saying? Child trafficking, or we trafficking. And when we did the whole Atlanta breakdown, and he had the clown, he had the dancers, and they were switching back and forth. Even every outfit was planned, and even like we said at the end when he was dancing with his family, Drake can't call his baby mom and his kid to dance like that. Like you said, most of these rappers can't call their baby mom and their kid and hit a dance. Most of these niggas got too many baby mamas and kids to even fit in that room to do a goddamn coordinated dance. Like, how many niggas general just have one baby mom and two kids with money and stardom and clout like that? We gotta respect nigga like Kendrick Lamar. He put all the beefs and all the rumors to
he brought out wifey and the kids dancing. I thought that was fucking beautiful. Now hang on a second. DJ Mustard, I just Googled. He's the primary producer for Not Like Us, and he's been wanting to work with Kendrick for years. He estimates that he sent Kendrick 5 beats a day for about 3 months. So he really wanted to work with Kendrick, and then he really he popped off. I got to give him credit, DJ Mustard.
Yeah, and one of the most exciting parts of the whole video was the track he premiered before the video started. That just sounds like, well, hearing that being a Kendrick, we were expecting an album by the end of the year, but it's like we want something like Not Like Us, like a California ode. We want that type of up tempo. You know what I'm saying? Like, give us something like that. That sounded great. We might not even ever get the song, but for the fact that he kind of throwed out like, nigga, I still got more heat in the tuck. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was, and then on top of the fact, it came out Independence Day, same day as the creepy all-white Michael Rubin party. Drake was at with the Ozempic face, you know, where you get the reverse double stuffed Oreo pictures taken.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that was the wrong place Drake needed to be. His face looked very droopy, looked like his dad Dennis. He's aging like milk.
Yeah. He's developing jowls. He looks crazy. Yeah. He's got to stop with the fucking the sweet drinks, you know, whether it's champagne. I know he's
all those
champagne poppy, but champagne and all that fucking all that liquor and all shit those like that.
All those wine coolers and virgin pina coladas and strawberry daiquiris he drinks with the Hello Kitty nails, wrapping gum bars that these niggas love to twerk to with the thong sandals.
Yeah. Hey, before you go, I don't want to waste your time talking about Terrence Howard because I'm not finished with my research. Bronny James, what's going on with him? Out for the season? What's going on?
No, I didn't even get too much of the Bronny James information, but if I could speak on the Terrence Howard situation real quick, I wanted to say with Terrence Howard, it is a delight to see people that look like us who are actually into highly intellectual topics such as physics. Yeah. And to the point where even if you don't understand everything that he is saying, even if you were good or not good at math, you see somebody who is passionate about math that it can almost make you passionate to learn math or just do a deeper understanding. And I understand that Joe Rogan did bring on somebody to go back and forth with him, but Joe Rogan never brings on people to go back and forth with some of these right-wing racist.
Well, now hang on a second. Did you watch? I'm not a Joe Rogan watcher, and I don't say that to be funny stuff. I'm just busy doing what I do. But a lot of respect for Joe Rogan. My homie, my friend Loose Cannon, he and I have been to like fucking over a dozen MMA events. I fuck with Joe Rogan, but I thought he did a great job when Terrence Howard was on his show. He let him talk. And then he brings on Eric Weinstein. Eric Weinstein wasn't trying to clown Terrence Howard from what I could see. I didn't finish watching it. He's letting him talk. He's trying to help. He's trying to smooth out some of the edges. Did you see the whole discussion?
Yeah, I watched it, and I understand that it's okay. We're going to smooth out the edges, but at the end of the day, it's a lot. I watched enough Joe Rogan where Joe Rogan has on these people who believe that they're experts or self-taught experts or whatever. Yeah. About even certain racial things, and I don't see Joe Rogan bringing on niggas to dispel them most of the time. Like he may have like a Hotep Jesus or something, but it's like these aren't real intellectuals to combat this. So I not go back on Joe Rogan, but I just appreciate Terrence Howard. Okay. Even if his IQ is at 120 and they're bringing people who have an IQ at 150 and they're having these debates, the fact they can trickle down to the masses so we can have a type of conversation. It should be.
I'm just gonna say this, and I'll give you the last word. If you ask me, Joe Rogan needed a reason to bring Terrence Howard back because that video got 10 million fucking views. It's at 10 million right now. That was his biggest video in quite some time. So, hey, what do I do? How do I get Terrence Howard back on the show? Bring in Eric Weinstein. Let them talk. I thought it was a brilliant fucking move. But go ahead and finish up. That's just me.
Yeah, Terrence Howard is actually, I think he's in the wrong business. He should be doing what the Umar Johnsons, the Jay Morrisons, he should be into scamming and grifting because don't try to belittle. No, let me finish.
Come on.
No, you gotta let me finish because niggas ain't appreciating this knowledge. People want to question him. He's talking on. If he could just package this and sell it to niggas that don't want to understand, but just want to be a part of his wave, he will be a billionaire. He could be the next Tony Robbins. Okay. He could be flying jets like Gary Vee. The real money is in scamming niggas with this information. Stop teaching and start scamming, nigga. That's the bag. We in America.
Okay. Hey, man, great to talk to you. Listen, I know you're busy, man, but keep me posted when and if you head back to Cali, because Adam22 checked in, you know, and hey, man.
Absolutely.
Let's talk behind the scenes. Salute to No Jumper, all right?
Absolutely. Okay. So I appreciate it, man. You guys have a great night.
Good to talk to you. Salute. Oh, I see my nigga John Blaze. John Blaze, are you tapping in? Hold on a second, guys. John Blaze, are you tapping in? Hold on. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, shit. Is this John Blaze? John Blaze, is that you, sir? Can you hold on 1 second? John Blaze?
John Blaze on the check-in.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Stay there. Okay, John Blaze. Whew. Guys, let me just get my notes together here. Stacy Galore, I see you. Stacy, I'm promoting you right now. Make sure everything is spelled right on the showrunner, moregalore404.com. And Stacy, you need to call in whenever you get time, man. People always want to hear from you. Call in, let's talk about your platform, what you got going on, anything new, anything you want to put more eyes on, okay? Hold on a second, guys. Hey, Valerie. Oh, thank you, Valerie. She says, I don't need anything promoted. I just want to say I love your Squirrel Party channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. All right. John Blaze 415. Are you there, sir? Good to hear from you, man. Where do you want to start? John Blaze.
My nigga.
Yes, sir.
John Blaze. Hey, I thought this was a research show.
Anywhere you want to go. Anywhere you want to go. Let's go.
Hey, well, you know what I want to talk about? Well, I want to talk about this arrogant, light-skinned charlatan. Listen, I just want to put it there. Because linguistically, mathematically, he sounds smart. He is an intelligent individual. Okay. Absolutely. But we got to remember
Terrence Howard. We're talking about Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard. You see, he smelled. I mean, I'm not a mathematician. I went to certain schools of learning, but the great conversation that was being had was that he brought on an expert, Eric Weinstein, to have a conversation with him, which Eric Weinstein is, as people like yourself, to which you are having this conversation about, as he's a physicist and a mathematician, to which he presented ideas on the theory of everything. And I think it's called geometric unity. Right. Look it up, okay? Right. Yes. Now, what's funny, what was great about the interview is that Joe Rogan brought him back on because Terrence Howard was known for the 1 × 1 = 2, I guess, right. Teriology that they call it. They want to look it up, Yeah. So this light-skinned Negro, right, had the audacity to want to go ahead and go on to Joe Rogan the second time, to which he wanted to debate an individual of physics and mathematics who spent roughly almost half his life in expertise in that particular field. I mean, the arrogance of this charlatan. So as we look at the crux of that second interview was during the podcast with this Eric Weinstein explained why Howard would never get a peer review. Remember, the conversation also brought in Neil deGrasse Tyson, to which Weinstein almost got upset because he didn't want to talk about his colleague, you see, because the argument that Howard had was that he also sent these ideas to Neil deGrasse Tyson, to which he rejected and said, you'll never get a peer review. Now, Eric Weinstein felt that Howard was not getting the peer review in any scientific journals for one simple reason. The issue was that he is self-taught. He's not a mathematician. So how the hell is this light-skinned Negro is going to come into the field of mathematics as arrogant and linguistically as he sound in his expertise of this field of physics, mathematics, right? He's unaware of the field as a former lexicon within it. That's what they were arguing about. Now, this is what the problem was with this light-skinned nigga. Weinstein told that nigga, you're unaware that you are never going to get your hearing in a peer review, to which Neil deGrasse Tyson already made him aware of. They talked about it in that 3-hour interview, to which I watched twice. He said your ideas are going to come through your self-taught autodidactic polymath. Remember that part. And that he was tearing his ass up because the language that he used, the mathematic language that he used, he was also in support of this black man. But then at the same time, he was insulted that this individual that will come into this mathematic community with no formal background and education of, they felt disrespected, especially Weinstein, because Weinstein was on that program prior multiple times because he had those other intellectual discussions of nuclear proliferation and things of that nature. So he's just not a mathematician. He is versed in a lot of other issues.
Can I jump in, John Blaze? Can I jump in?
Let's go, my nigga.
Okay. Now, you correct me if I'm wrong. I have not finished watching Terrence Howard and Eric Weinstein and Joe Rogan, but I could have sworn that Terrence Howard said, I'm here to learn. I don't think he wanted to debate Eric Weinstein. Joe Rogan brought Eric in, as he said, correct me if I'm wrong, to help his ideas. Terrence is very soft-spoken, passive, if you will, and he was hearing Eric out. I don't think he was trying to, quote unquote, debate with him. It seemed like it was working, the chemistry. Are they going to get together again? And I haven't even really gone into the Neil deGrasse Tyson discussion, because they were acquaintances, friends, if you will. And yes, I do know that Terrence Howard sent him his 36-page ideas.
Correct.
Ideas.
Right.
And Neil deGrasse Tyson, he took the time to critique it and send it back to him. So I'm not mad at Neil deGrasse Tyson, but do you think that Terrence wanted to debate Eric Weinstein, or was he looking for a friend of sorts?
Well, I believe from looking at the interview, Eric Weinstein was invited onto the program based off of the first interview that Howard had, and how he talked about how he gave his dissertation, I guess you can say, for a peer review from Neil deGrasse Tyson, to which he rejected Neil deGrasse Tyson. If you need to go, he actually did a podcast on it and responded to.
I watched it.
Yeah. So see, but people like yourself already understands that this was not necessarily a debate. He came on to the program to make him aware, not just you're not going to get a peer review, but also wanted to go ahead and not shame him, but give him the a much more critical analysis in the field of mathematics, or if he wanted to go into the area to which he called on. Once you look up the language, he was a self-taught, autodidactic polymath, to which that was a more of a backhanded insult to Dwight Howard, because he never studied in the field. And also, Neil deGrasse Tyson is a colleague of Eric Weinstein, to which they both did a podcast together, To Watch How Watch. And I've been following Eric Weinstein for the past 2 years because of the conversations in the areas of nuclear proliferation. But I didn't want to hold you up with this, man. But I thought it was research.
No. I enjoy talking to you, man. Let's finish this up here, and I'm gonna give you the last one. You know that I like the fact that Neil deGrasse Tyson, the way he responded to Terrence Howard name checking him on the Joe Rogan show. That's what he said. He said, I got name checked. I like the fact that he was very alert, if you will. It wasn't none of that giggling shit that he does from time to time, laugh and hi. That shit was out the window. So I like the fact that he got serious, because when he's, sometimes he sits down with people who I want to hear him talking to, like Richard Dawkins, and it's just too much laugh and shit. But I like how he responded to Terrence Howard. Is there any chance that they may get together again on video? That would be great. Terrence Howard and Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I think so. Yeah, I think so too. But I think that now there's the tension with Neil deGrasse Tyson and not the three of them, but between Howard and Neil deGrasse Tyson, because when you look at a lot of the language that Neil deGrasse Tyson used, he said that he felt Howard was a victim of the Dunning-Kruger effect, to which the Dunning-Kruger effect was basically postulates that he is less one that knows about the topic, more confident that they are in their ability. So it's the language. The language that they use in terms of the academia, they can insult you, to which it sounds like a compliment. You see what I'm saying? And I looked at the language and dissected the language that these dudes, especially that small hat Eric Weinstein, who was actually I'm a supporter of, right? He to me, me personally, I think he lit Howard ass up and gave him the smoke. For real. I really do. Because Howard is in an area and field to which he has no background in. For us, linguistically, how he speaks in the language of mathematics, he sounds smart, right? But he is an intelligent dude. I don't want to take from that. Right. But then at the same time, I think a lot of these niggas out here hear a smart nigga, and then they're like, oh my God, we found the next Einstein, a black one or a light-skinned one. You know what I'm saying? Right. So, hey, I ain't gonna hold you up, my nigga. It's always great to talk to you, big one.
Great to hear from you. Any new videos you want me to promote, man? Just send me a banner and to keep me posted.
I'll send you a banner right now. I just a little, I'm into, I got dogs. I got 5 dogs. I'm into animals like yourself, man. Yeah. And, I want to, so, I'll go ahead and send you a banner for a quick promo, man. I appreciate it, and I'll send the support, man.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you.
Thank you, John Blaze. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
A great call. Very knowledgeable man. Maurice, I got your donation. You're on the screen right now, sir. www.hudsontubs.com. Tri-State Reglazing Specialist. Antiques, bathtubs, wash machines, stoves. If you are a homeowner and you have these things and you're thinking about throwing them out, do not throw out antiques. Contact this man, Maurice. www.hudsontubs.com. Talk to him. You might have something that's worth thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. Don't throw out those old clawfoot tubs. When you look in these films and you see people in those antique tubs, just know that you can not only reglaze these things, you can rent them out to studios, to production houses. Just like people like myself, I've got a collection of muscle cars. I've got about 6 that are in mint condition. You can rent these things out to people who are filming movies and stuff like that. So contact Maurice, tell him I sent you, okay? Lewis, I got your donation. Bronny debuts, triple single, 2 shots, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Something's going on with Bronny James and a swollen knee. Thank you, Luis. Got your donation, sir. Charlie, got your donation. Terrence Howard was off that 211 Steel Reserve. Okay, if you say so. The Real Rico Mercado. Their pop concert was goofy, and any video is overkill. Okay. Okay, thank you for your donation. Hold on a second. Okay, it's one of my sponsors. Okay, Supreme Wellbeing. I got you covered. Well, I'll hit you tomorrow. Okay, we'll make sure we get you in that community section. Sir Shy, where is Sir Shy? Hold on a second. Sir Shy, is that you tapping in? Area code 510.
What's going on? It's your boy Sir Shy out of Oakland, California.
Sir Shy, why are the hot dogs at the Oakland A's, where the Oakland A's play, the highest in the Major League Baseball? $8.39. The highest. What's going on?
That's an actual fact. It's actually more expensive than the San Francisco Giants right across the bridge, which I think is like $6.25. The worst part is the hot dogs are nasty, and then Dave, the hot dog guy.
San Francisco Giants, $7.75, according to Boardroom. Go ahead.
Yes, that's correct. And the hot dogs are nasty. The vendors sometimes they run out of condiments, so there's no relish. Sometimes they're out of mustard. The best hot dog I ever had was at a Boston Red Sox game at Fenway. And they're about $6.25. But they're a lot better. I don't know what's going on in Oakland. So we're about to lose the team anyway. So that's just an L, and we don't have to worry about those overpriced hot dogs again.
Now, where are they moving to, the Oakland A's? Las Vegas?
But between me and you, I don't think they're moving to Vegas. They're going to make a pit stop in Sacramento. So for all my 916 people up in the chat, they're moving. I think they're going to stay in Sacramento. I think the owner of the Sacramento Kings is going to make an offer. I think Vegas might be tied up. And Vegas is not a baseball town. There's too much gambling and the Raiders and strippers to do. So,
Okay.
I don't think that's happening.
All right, I want to stay focused here. Kendrick Lamar drops Not Like Us music video. I thought it was fucking brilliant. Any thoughts? You don't have to agree with me. It's my thoughts.
Out here from Oakland to LA, we all took our victory lap. It's just something where it's gratifying because it's like we all put our chips on Kendrick Lamar, and it just feels so great to see it cash in. So I don't even want to dwell into it. I can just go over some of the what would you call it, Easter eggs in the video.
Yeah. Tell us about what most people who are not Kendrick Lamar fans. What did we miss? What sort of as you just said, Easter eggs or double entendres? What did we miss that really just made this thing connect with people?
Easter egg number one, which was kind of funny. His fiance Whitney, she had the wife beater on.
Yeah,
I thought that was that was very clever. Easter egg number two, the little burger spot that Kendrick and DJ Mustard went to. It's called Tam's Burgers. For everybody, you've been to Compton. I think you probably went by it and didn't even notice it. But it's called Tam's Burgers. It's on the legendary Rosecrans Avenue.
Okay.
Something that's been shot out in all the Dr. Dre videos, and Dr. Dre, Serena Venus Williams, Kendrick, they all grew up off Rosecrans Avenue. Think of it as like a Dykeman of that area. It's just a major street. That's where all the restaurants and hotels are. It leads you right to the freeway. Tam's Burgers sells breakfast and lunch. That's where the girl was dancing in the video. Of course, the legendary Tommy the Clown, who saved so many kids' lives by hosting crumping competitions and stuff. What a great move by Kendrick. I think Joe Budden, he dwelled into it. He said it best, but what a genius move. And then the last Easter egg, which was probably the best one, was the hopscotch. I think somebody had added it up on a YouTube video, but I think it's Kendrick is giving out the date of his album and how many songs was going to be on there. Mm-hmm. But the video was so perfect. I mean, white folks will eat it up. Of course, it's a hit in the black community. I can see this next coming award selection, MTV, BET, Grammys. He's gonna be. He might have a Michael Jackson moment where he's carrying all the trophies. He might. He really might.
What was the name of that documentary that Tommy the Clown was in? Was it Rise? Was it Rise?
Yes, I believe so. I'm not sure.
2005. Hang on a second. I saw that documentary, 2005, with Tommy the Clown, who you point out. Yeah, I forgot about his part. Go ahead. You were saying? Go ahead.
Oh yeah, Tommy the Clown, man. He's done so much for the community. So what a genius move. And also another Easter egg. Notice the white girl in the when he was going back and forth. Yes, Compton isn't, all black. I'll give Rory a little credit. It's a lot more white and Hispanic people there, but that's what's kind of made it even kind of more brilliant. You're not like us. Mm. It's not, going at Drake just because he's from Canada. Mm. It's you're not from the soil, and all that whole community they're all from the soil. That's what makes it so great. And on my California road trip, I did go to Compton. I went to that. I went to that grocery outlet owned by the black females. Yeah. Compton's very different now. It's more Chicano, if you will, because I went there back in 1990 when I was living out there and working for Virgin Records, and it was different back in 1990. Very different. But good, you were saying, go ahead. Would you say? I think Compton. I think you would agree with this because you were just there. I think Compton and Vallejo are very similar. Very similar. Kind of historically black cities that are a little bit more diverse now, but still have the culture because of all the artists and musicians that came out of there. Well, California was stolen from Mexicans, so it used to be part of Mexico. If we're gonna, really get technical, okay? Stolen from the Mexicans, man. Viva Mexico! Oh, you're right. Go ahead. Viva. And then, so yeah, it's a awesome chess move. I don't think Aubrey has anything, and I'm really pissed off at Academics and Maul, formerly of the. Okay, listen. Do not take shots at anybody else's platform. Right. I do not do that. I don't do that. Finish up. Sir. All right, I'll skip it. I'll skip it. I'll finish up on Bronny James. Okay. Yeah, I won't even touch it. I'll finish up on Bronny James. Yeah, he has some swelling in the knee. He's gonna have to get his NBA body up. I think Bronny would be fine, but I'm really thinking that LeBron's second son, if LeBron can stay on just for about 3 more years, I think his second son, Bryce, that's going to be the real baller. He's going to be the one drafted like legitly in the first round and have a little bit more of an easier transition. But hey, still, man, it's still Oakland, it's still LA. I appreciate you, Star.
Good to talk to you, man. Salute. Thank you, Sir Shah. Okay. All right, guys, HudsonTubs.com. Check out Maurice. Tell him I sent you. Okay, someone that has been on hold for a while. Area code 718. Thank you for your patience. 718, are you there? Good evening. 718. Give me a second.
Hello.
Yes,
hello.
Sir. Good evening. Hello.
Hi. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing, sir. How about yourself? Where do you want to start?
I'm doing good. You know, I was trying to put my mind together and trying to express myself how I feel about the questions you have in hand tonight. It's a great show tonight, too, by the way.
Thank you, man. Thank you. My main discussion, the Kendrick Lamar new video, Not Like Us, or the shooting of Lil Durk's 10-year-old son allegedly shooting his stepfather. Premium black news. Come on.
You tell me, my man. It's your show. Where you want to start? How you want me to tell? How you want me to give it off? You know what I mean? What you want me to do?
Let me ask you. Did the little nigga stand on business? 10 years old.
My man, he did what the little man was supposed to do. That's the man in him. You know what I mean? That he came out like a man's supposed to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, no doubt, no questions asked. You know, that's the little man in him. He did what he had to do.
I know you took me school shopping. I know you bought me the PS, the new PlayStation, all that. But you cannot put your hands on moms. I don't give a fuck. Right?
Well, let's take it to another place. Why is she exposing little man in front of that man?
Because she's a ratchet nigga, bitch. Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
But that's moms. That's moms.
Oh,
I don't care what she is to you. You niggas can talk slick on the blogs, radio, television, but that's moms. You touch her, I got to clap your dumb ass. Come on.
No questions asked, my man. Like your man said earlier, you know, even my own father, I'll put hands on him. You try to act crazy in front of my mother. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll choke the shit out. I'll choke you out, son. You know what I mean? Yeah, no doubt. Now let's talk about it. What's the other question in hand, my man?
Kendrick Lamar, did you see the new video, Not Like Us? New video.
Yeah, the kid. I call him the kid.
Okay.
I think that he always been a real rapper. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I never seen what's the other kid's name?
Drake.
Yeah, that kid. I never seen him as a rapper. You know what I'm saying? He's a pop. He's like a pop type kid.
Yeah.
With a whistle in his back. You feel me?
Yeah.
It's just that it's from my perspective. You know what I mean? I come from New York. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know, how can I put it together, yo? So, you know, the sensitive people that are listening don't get hurt. How do I say it? What? Drake is not black enough now? My man's father is black. You know, for those that don't know, you're 75% what your father is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The way I see it.
Okay.
Secondhand, isn't it, I'm bad with names, kid. What's the kid's name? The LA kid.
Sir, listen.
Isn't Kendrick? Doesn't Kendrick?
Sir, hang on. Listen, you've been on hold for a while. I appreciate the call, but just take your time. Think about what you want to say. We're talking about the Kendrick Lamar video.
Yo, this kid is crazy, man.
No.
Listen.
I don't want to hang up on you. You've been on hold for a while, but I want you to get your point across without, asking me questions. I got my own shit to do here.
Yes. You're right. I got to give it to you. You're the kid. I'm saying, what I'm trying to say is that my understanding, Kendrick is not married to, what do they call them? Queens, right? He's not married to a queen. So he basically talking about a kid that is in the same position that his kids are going to be in the future by mentality such as his. You understand me? I think that song is just dividing instead of uniting. I think hip hop is about, look, my man, I grew up in the Bronx. You know what I mean? Webster Ave 161. You got to understand that.
Okay.
I was born in 75, son. You can't take that from me. You know what I mean?
Omodare.
Now, the way
Omodare.
I'm moderate, all that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm a one-man standing, though. You heard? I got gravity under my feet. Like you say, I'm a man of certain age, so I stand. You know, I live in Florida now, though. So, you know what I mean? I'm living good.
You
know what I mean?
You got out of Dodge. You were doing a lot, you know, in the late 80s. You were born in 70 what? 70 what you say?
I was born in 75, yo. The stand-up kids, get out. You know what I mean? The ones that are standing on the corner, that's what they're going to do forever. You know what I mean? You got to understand.
You didn't tell anybody, did you? You're down in Florida.
My man, I bust my guns and I kept them moving. Okay. You know what I mean?
All right.
Come on, sir.
I'm just asking.
Listen.
Just asking.
Well, you know, I'm telling you. Come on, man. Yo, let's listen, man. I come from the time that we was not holding hands. You know what I mean? We were doing none of that. You know what I mean? All I think is that, you know, I think hip hop, when it's spoken about the way that you guys are addressing it, you forgetting and dismissing all the people such as myself that I stand on where I stand, and you saying, oh, you're not like us, what does that mean? You know what I mean? What are you talking about? Wow. And then you got all these clowns in the same video that I thought LA was more united. And I think, you know what I think the biggest problem is that people don't pay attention to what people are saying. Before they will hold you responsible for what you said. People now, it's just celebrate anything. You know what I mean? So on that strength, it's like, if you telling me I'm not like you, why should I be on your video jumping around like a goofball? You know what I mean?
Well, now hang on a second, sir. I let you speak. You've been on hold for a while, all right?
Well,
if you're not,
I appreciate that.
No. If you're not feeling the video, that's fine. That's your.
I watched it. I watched the video.
Okay. Stay with me. That's you're entitled to your opinion. I'm saying, you don't have to agree with me, that people, you know, from lesser, you know, the lesser fortunate people, they bond on the whole, you know, hood mentality. You say you're from the BX. Where at? Webster Avenue.
Oh, man, I come from nothing.
Okay.
Oh, man, so I come from nothing. I never
grew up in this shithole. I know exactly.
Now,
hang on, sir. I know exactly where you come from. Webster Avenue, 161st, you said?
161, kid, the hood, you know.
Yeah, you were Latin King by default.
No.
Sir, I greeted you with Modare, King's Love, and you responded.
Respect to your show.
Sir,
I respect your show.
You responded.
I respect your vibe.
You responded. You did some dirt, and you got the fuck out of Dodge. But now, with regards to Kendrick Lamar, I think it's brilliant. But go ahead and finish up. I want to get to other callers. I appreciate your patience. Go ahead.
Hey, my man, listen. You're my man. You're a hell of a man, yo. You know what I mean? I support you from a long time.
Thank you.
Yeah?
Have a good one. Salute.
Bet.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
Okay. That nigga got up out of Dodge. That's a Puerto Rican gun buster. Probably stabbed a bunch of people. I appreciate the call. Thank you, sir. John Blaze, okay, I got your... Is that what I'm promoting, John Blaze? Is this your banner? What am I doing here? Zero water changes. Okay, I'll get to that tomorrow morning. You have my word. Okay, hang on a second here. But let me print this out right now. Put this on the desktop. Okay, I'll get to that. You have my word. Okay, thank you. Okay, and someone else left a comment on the Squirrel Party page. Thank you so much. Yeah, please, no profanity and don't use the N-word. That's a pet-friendly channel, you know, family fun for all, you know. We're seeing some really, really good growth. Jamal, I got your donation. Did I pick up Jamal 513? Jamal, you're next. Sit tight, sir. Thank you for your patience. Sit tight, sit tight. Squirrel Party. In case you're just now joining the show, I have a squirrel caller. I can't show it to you, but listen to this. 12 babies, can you hear that? That's what I call the squirrels with after I put down the food. I'm talking to these little niggas. I'm developing a language similar to Morse code. They come, I cut the camera on. Pow! The Panasonic G95. Huh? Whoo! Shit. Jamal, thank you for your patience, sir. Where do you want to start? We're talking about a few topics this evening. Jamal.
Yeah, I wanted to start with the Terrence Howard podcast on Joe Rogan.
Is he crazy?
I personally don't
crazy.
No, I personally don't understand why previous callers like insinuated that it was smoke coming from Terrence Howard as far as from Eric Weinstein and Joe Rogan. If you watch the first actual interview from Joe Rogan and Terrence Howard, I believe Joe Rogan brought on Eric Weinstein, if I'm saying it right, because he really didn't understand Terrence Howard in the first interview. He really couldn't have a proper dialogue and recourse with him because he didn't like the ideas and the language that Terrence Howard was using was beyond his comprehension. So we had to bring in a more professional and a more specialist to have the proper dialogue. And if you really watch the interview or just the podcast, Eric Weinstein, at times he did kind of pull rank on Terrence Howard, but it was more so because if you're a mathematician or a physicist,
right,
they rely heavily on formulas to back their ideas.
Right.
So if the algebra, if Terrence Howard came with, I believe this, or this is my theory because and it's backed by this algebra, then he would have a leg to stand on. But the fact that using, and you have to applaud Terrence Howard for being self-taught to be able to, you know what I mean, come out with those ideas, and you're self-taught, like you self-taught yourself those things. And he wasn't, Weinstein had more of a problem when he tried to start to teach instead of just saying, these are my theories, and then backing off after that point. You know what I mean?
Let me jump up for a second. Salute to John Blaze. John Blaze is a very intelligent, abstract thinker. And I agree with John Blaze on most of his points. I think that's who you're referring to. But Terrence Howard, I like the way he allowed Eric Weinstein to take the lead.
Absolutely.
If you will. But now Eric Weinstein did say you're wrong early in the conversation. So John Blaze is right. We can't have this nigga just, showing us up all these goddamn years of schooling I went to. You're wrong, nigga. You're wrong. And then he proceeded to entertain him. But go to John Blaze. Go to John Blaze's YouTube channel. He may or may not break this down even more. If he does, I will be promoting his video. But Terrence Howard, again, man. I mean, I like his approach. But when he was speaking at the Oxford Union, within the first 10 minutes, when I heard him say that Jesus walked on water, I said, "Oh, come on, man."
Yeah, that's a whole different thing we talk about.
I'm not mystified. I'm a non-believer in the theory of God, whether Jesus of Nazareth walked the earth or not. In my opinion, he did not walk on water. But when he said that, I said, "Oh, okay." And then I watched another 15 minutes. I said, I'll get back to this. But you got to
start checking your pockets when somebody starts talking like that. You know what I mean?
So my question is: he crazy, Terrence Howard, in your opinion, sir?
I don't think he's crazy. And one thing I didn't like about that the podcast was them belittling the patents that he has.
Yeah, well,
to me, that does speak to something. Like he has 96 patents to back his theories. So that, to me, that speaks to something. That gives him some type of validity. I don't think he's crazy, but he, instead of speaking factually, he has to speak theoretically. He has theories, but he feels that like I said, mathematicians, physicists, they rely on algebraic equations to back their theories.
if you watch the podcast, every time when Eric Weinstein was detracting what Terrence Howard was saying, he brought up a math equation. He didn't say in something things I don't.
He had a source, is what you're saying.
Actual math equation.
Yeah, he had a source. Yeah. But
he had a source, but it was an algebraic equation.
Right.
He didn't go to another professor speaking on the matter.
Right.
He went to an algebraic equation that he said you need to use this to justify what you're saying.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm gonna let you finish up. To be fair, okay. Brother Polite allegedly authored 90 some odd books.
Right.
we don't know where these books are. Or hang on, or if the books are bullshit. But you know what I'm saying. So Terrence Howard having a bunch of goddamn patents doesn't mean that the patents ain't bullshit. So I'm looking to John Blaze in terms of the accuracy here. Yeah, okay, but listen, go ahead and finish up, and I have to ask you: did you see the Kendrick Lamar video? That's my main topic this evening.
That's what I wanted to go to next.
Go ahead.
I think the especially I can't believe you, Star, like the hyperbole that you use in speaking on this video. Like why can't people recognize he's pandering to the West Coast now?
Yes,
he's pandering to nigga shit.
Yes.
Kendrick Lamar was never known as a West Coast, or quote unquote West Coast artist. He never in his career collaborated with outside of Dr. Dre, but he didn't use the quote unquote West Coast sound to propel his career. He's using that to pander, he never pandered to nigga shit. Now you in the hood in Compton with a crowd around you.
Yep.
And to me, if all the like the other caller said, if all these Easter eggs and these hidden meanings and different clues in the video, if these are actually true, he seems obsessive to me. He seems like he's been almost keeping a log on every Drake move, because I'm a Drake supporter. I listen to Drake more than I listen to Kendrick.
Okay.
Even though Kendrick is an amazing artist. He's an amazing artist.
Right.
But he's never pandered. He's never none of these, like if you look at the pop-up concert, he's never collaborated with any of those artists that he brought on stage outside of TDE. He's never, this is the first time that I would say he has a West Coast hit.
Right.
But people are just because more people have a disdain for Drake, which incentivizes them to.
Can I jump in? I'll give you the last word. You know this already. What you're saying makes a lot of sense. Yes, he might be pandering to the niggas in the hood. Yo, I'm coming back. Yo, Compton, Bumpton, the whole shit. Yes, he's sea walking. Yes. Yes, he lives in Bel Air. He's got himself a high yellow queen. But there's a time when you have to go back and say, "Yo, I'm home. Fuck with your boy," right? Right?
Yeah. At least he went home to take his victory lap. I guess you could look at that.
Get finished up.
He went home to take his victory lap.
Yeah.
But that's all I got to say. I appreciate the call.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Salute.
you taking my call. So.
Yes, sir. Salute.
Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to go home. Salute to my hometown, Scotch Plains, New Jersey. Every once in a while, I go home. If I were ever to shoot a video in Scotch Plains, I would shoot it at the Shady Rest Country Club. I'm not from Brooklyn. Niggas from Brooklyn, yo, when you coming back to the neighborhood, huh? I'm not from there, nigga. I was just passing through. Let me see if the troll babes. Anybody ever heard of the Shady Rest Country Club? Google that. Shady Rest. First black. Oh, hold on. Let me put this in live chat for you. You're not going to Google it fast enough. Shady Rest Country Club, Scotch Plains, New Jersey. There you go. It's the oldest and the first African-American golf clubhouse in the United States of America. God damn it. That's why I would shoot my video at. Kendrick went home. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Thanks again, Jamal, for your donation. Newt says, Florida boy Jay, taking a gun from another man is not mathing. Shit. Okay, what's photo? I got your donation. We'll check in tomorrow, okay? Hey, Janet. Janet says Kendrick's knock on the door. Is Janet on the line? I don't see Janet. Okay, shave, haircut, 2 bits. One. Okay. Okay, Janet, are you calling in? This is it's a little. Okay. Stacy Glore says, I prefer Drake rapping with Wayne or Nicki only. Okay. Thank you, Stacy Galore. Barrington got your donation. Black Panther, the album, Kendrick Lamar. Okay. I think we're almost done here. Kasim, I got your email. I'll respond to you tomorrow, okay, guys? Thank you so much, Kasim, if I'm saying your name right. And thank you for watching the channel, sir, and salute to you and your son. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, okay? Someone says that Willie D from the Ghetto Boys says he will beat up who? Stephen A. Smith? Florida boy Jay, can you keep me up to speed? What's going on? Is Willie D, talking about putting hands on Stephen A. Smith? Wait a minute. Whoa. Stephen A. Smith might have to wave the white flag because Willie D has got hands. Willie D put the beats on Melly Mel. Remember that charity boxing match they had in the early 90s? Cleaned his clock. Hey, Toy. Okay, hang on a second. No, Toy, we don't do dollar donations. Please get your broke ass out of here. I'm not going to say your full name. Don't ever come here with $1, you bum. I'm trying to send $1 donation. Get your bum ass out of here. Area code 972. Good evening. Are you there? Late night. We're talking about the new Kendrick Lamar video. 972.
Hello.
Hey.
All right, so I hate, I watch this show because you have more.
Well, baby, you're on a speakerphone. I can't do that. I'm trying to, have a conversation. Who are you and why are you on a speakerphone? Can you make
I put you off speaker.
Make the adjustments. Good evening. Good morning, wherever you are.
How are you? So
I'm great.
I will never forget. It was a popular blogger that said that.
Okay, but baby, I have to cut you short. Baby, we don't care. Can you get to the topic? You've called in a speakerphone. Please don't kill me.
All right, so the topic is all these people are acting like Drake took a loss. He did not. That man picked the fight with him. He picked the fight with him.
Baby, can I get your name and where you're calling from? Because you did not send it a donation, right? You sent it a donation.
I did.
Where? Are you Toy? You sent $1 in? Is that you, Toy?
No.
Okay. Where'd you send a donation from? I don't see it.
And you know what I remember?
No. Do not try and curve the question. Do not try and curve the question.
I remember you
Let's get you the fuck out of here. Okay, what you remember? I'm calling here Cap on the speakerphone. I'm not a beta male or a marker or a fucking buster. Rob Lowe got your donation. He says, pick up. Okay, 2. There he is. Hold on a second. Rob Lowe, good to hear from you, man. Salute. What's cracking? We're talking about the Kendrick Lamar video. Not Like Us.
Yeah, Star. Yeah, salute, Star. Salute.
What's cracking, man?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Let's go.
Yeah, man. I'm kind of disappointed, man, and a lot of people.
Let's go.
Can you hear me?
You have the floor, Rob Lowe. Let's go. You have the floor.
Okay. I'm kind of disappointed in all these people, man, that are not getting what Kendrick Lamar actually did with the song and the video.
Well, I'm asking. We've been giving everybody the chance to talk, and I'm saying it's brilliant. Are you saying it's trash? Where are you going, Rob Lowe?
Absolutely not. That song, what he did is genius.
Yeah.
And there's still stuff to be uncovered.
Yeah.
You have to watch it a couple of times. You gotta compile the different people that are trying to break down what it is that he actually did. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised that a lot of these people are calling up and they don't understand the reason why he had the people dancing in the video. There's a reason behind those people dancing in the video. That has something to do with it's some type of community organization that does that dancing that he implemented into the video. And each verse and each chorus line, he does different sections of different things that have to do with LA, Compton, that culture of coming from the West Coast. Now, people are saying that he's pandering to what? He's from there. Mm-hmm. If he's from there, he's from there. He can utilize any part of it that he wants to. It's where he's from.
Agreed.
That's the issue that he's trying to point out about Drake. Drake doesn't come from anywhere. Drake came here and took pieces of our culture and applied it to himself and sold it back to each one of those areas that he stole from.
Colonizer shit.
He broke down about the colonizer part.
Shit. Yeah. Now, hang on a second, Rob Lowe. Hang on. What you're saying makes a lot of sense, but now most people don't know the intricate details. Most people are surface supporters or, females who just love, Drake because he targets the females. So no, the masses don't know the intricate details, but if you ask me, and I'll let you finish up, it's the vibe and the chorus that has pulled people together, and we're looking for people like yourself to break it down, the quote unquote details. I've already said I was pulling for Drake at first, but after he dropped Not Like Us, the track, and then the video, ball game. That's it. Go ahead.
Well, look, this them going back and forth is everything and it's nothing.
Okay.
You have to you got to pick which side you're going to choose. If it's going to be everything or it's going to be nothing. If
the winning side.
Since you asked the question,
the winning side.
Yeah. Since you're asking, since you're asking the question, we'll deal with the everything.
Go ahead.
Drake. There's a larger issue here that Kendrick Lamar is breaking down. Just not even just about Drake personally, but the fact about being this industry plant,
right? And
the money that's behind them. And what we're witnessing here is a artist that was built. They built Drake.
Yeah.
Like somebody said that it's not even they're like we're looking at an actor that's acting out being a rap artist. Kendrick has exposed not that it was all him, but he put it together and the stars aligned where he actually might have done permanent damage to this guy's career. And there's more to come. I believe that Kendrick has more.
Can you go back for a second? What you just said was really key. We're watching an actor What? A rapper? How'd you say that? We're watching an actor.
We're watching an actor. We're watching an actor play a rap artist.
Bingo. And the masses don't care.
Is what
Roblo, the masses don't care.
See, that's I think a lot more care than we might have given credit to, because this thing with Drake has been going on for a while now.
Yeah.
And for everyone to turn on him, and it might just be, don't get me wrong, it might just be because people just want to be on the winning side of something. But what we're looking at here is someone who was built by the industry. And I think I said this the last time we had spoke about it, where we actually got somebody that has sold water to a well, us being black people being the well. This guy has sold us our own culture back to us, and we went for it. We fell for it. I think I told you that there were a lot of artists from my era, the Jadakisses, the Jay-Z's, a couple of others that I saw them pandering to Drake because that's how big he became. And here we are where Kendrick has dismantled or exposed or pulled the curtain back, which was another genius line in one of the songs. They played that the vocals from The Wiz of Richard Pryor, when they finally caught Richard Pryor behind the curtain, pretending to be the all great and mighty Wiz, where he was like, it was all a game. I'm a fraud. I don't have any power. That's exactly what we're actually witnessing here. Is a fraud.
If I can jump in for a second, Rob Lowe, someone who I know who has been very good to me throughout my record company days, Sylvia Rohn. You ever heard of her, Sylvia Rohn? No.
You said
Sylvia Rohn. Whenever you get time, Google Sylvia Rohn. I forget.
Yeah, I'll Google that.
I forget the details, but she didn't fuck with Drake years ago. She used to run Motown. She used to run Epic and other labels. And he apologized to her. Let me see the year. I forget what year it was, but he apologized to her. I think she picked his card early. I just wanted to say that maybe I know I don't have all the details now. Somebody else can educate me. I forget what happened, but
look,
yeah, she peeped his card early. I'll just say that. Go ahead.
I'll end it on this.
Good.
I think the part where Drake is winning, and this can go for anyone who comes into our culture and begins to win and sway the minds of people and break down those guardians that we would think would never fall, but then they end up pandering to people like him.
Yeah.
I think the downfall is actually the part where people don't take the time out to try to understand how someone like Drake got to where he's gotten, how he wound up doing what he wound up doing, and how he winds up winning when there's other people behind his complete success. Like, it's almost, there's stuff coming out now daily where they're saying that, this guy hasn't written a thing. Written anything.
Listen, Rob Lowe, I don't want to just continue kicking his back, and I more so want to give props to Kendrick Lamar. The video, crazy with the song. Can we?
I think the video.
Finish up at Kendrick Lamar, please.
Yep, I'm gonna finish up on this. I'm gonna say this. I think the video was beautiful. I think that when he brought his family in, when he had his wife with the wife beater on, they were dancing in the living room. I thought it was beautiful. I thought the part where he had everybody from the neighborhood. And look, there's a lot to be said, but I'm gonna end it here. When he had the owl in the cage, he put him in his place.
Right. Oh. Good point. Good point.
And he put him there, and he left him there.
And walked off.
Yeah, and walked off.
And the owl looked at us, dumbfounded.
Yes.
All the shit talk about bringing up dust. Oh shit, you mad about me, my head rush. I love you text, but there's no trust. When it's just us, we don't even know our truth anymore. Put your panties on the floor, put our feelings in the morning. Gotta get it in the morning, tunnel vision on the road. Money coming with the foes, and I feel I'm more alone, so I know I'm getting close. Can't be sad about it, it's the life that I chose. Gotta balance my life, cause I know I'm wanting more. I know I did it right, cause he's singing at my shows like I'm tired.